Joining me right now is former Texas Congressman and host of the Ron Paul Liberty Report, Ron Paul. Sir, good to have you on the program. Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be with you.
Your reaction to the president right there last night on Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I don't think it necessarily helps the Democrats. The party isn't helped. I think the Republican Party is. I don't think the American people, although Sanders gets large crowds, I don't think they're enthralled with socialism, especially since Venezuela is in the news. So I think it helps the progressives in the Democratic Party. If you're a progressive Democrat, he has done a lot of good in pushing that party into believing in something. But I don't think it's a tremendous benefit to Hillary at all. And I think maybe this is the reason those numbers are so high, that the numbers Trump got in the Republican primary, partially because of the emphasis on socialism. And I don't think the American people are ready for that.
So the president's about to endorse her. We understand that he's going to endorse her this week. Does that mean Hillary probably doesn't want him standing next to her at campaign rallies?
Well, I don't think he has any choice, because I think they've staked out a position that they're going to use the establishment candidate, and they'll do anything possible to not have an independent progressive barge in. So yes, he has to do this. But then they set themselves up because, you know, in many ways, Hillary's foreign policies is sort of hawkish like Republicans, so she's not different there. And she has so much baggage that it's like everybody notices today there's so many negatives for Hillary, just as so many negatives for Trump.
Congressman, it's Dagen McDowell, but again, it's not, is it really about policy? It's just your likability, and President Obama can help Hillary Clinton with Latinos, with young people, and with independent voters. He's got an approval rating that's 50% or higher at the moment. That is all that matters to the Clinton campaign.
No, I think he'll be helpful. I was referring to the question about whether Sanders would be that helpful. And the president was claiming that Sanders was a big help to the party, and that's the part I don't agree with. No, I think the president, because he has, right now, his numbers are pretty good compared to the two leading candidates in this race. I'd be terrified if he was a candidate for president right now. No, he's helpful to Hillary, but the thing of it is, I don't think that overall Sanders really helps out that much.
So Senator Paul, Richard Fowler here. So here's the question for you, right? We know that millennials are the new voting bloc in this country. They're going to outgrow baby boomers in this election. Do you not think that Sanders helps with that voting bloc and getting them to turn out for Hillary Clinton and vote for her over Donald Trump?
Yeah, if they vote, you know, I had a lot of young people you know, following what I was doing a few years ago, but they don't always vote.
I want to push back on that, yes, Congressman. We vote in record number now. Come on.
Well, the voting output this election, though, is way down for the Dems.
Yeah. So, no, I think, yes, he will pick up some of those votes, but I don't think that's going to counterbalance this whole idea that this country should follow Venezuela. I mean, the people maybe will wake up during the campaign. I know they've been receiving a lot of propaganda in their universities, and they've come around to accept the Keynesian interventionism and inflationism and central bank intervention, but they haven't been able to accept the... They haven't been able to accept this whole...
Keynesianism works on recovering and making the economy recover. If we invest right here at home in rebuilding bridges and rebuilding roads, like your son said, we'd be in better shape today.
Go ahead,
that's a dream. That's a pure dream, because the whole thing that is going on since the year 2000 is the end of the Keynesian era. It's a total failure. We had the stock market bubble, the NASDAQ bubble crash, the housing bubble crash. We have a bomb. The economy is weak. Nobody's claiming, boy, what a wonderful economy.
Yeah.
The real unemployment rate is very high. Keynesianism has ended. Inflationism has ended. Central banking as the conventional method. You know, negative interest rates? I mean, how can you create wealth by destroying the most important signal in a free market, and that is interest rates?
Yeah.
And, you know, just print the money and run up the debt and borrow the money, and as long as the world still trusts the dollar, we're going to get away with this. But eventually, they're going to lose confidence in the dollar. There's going to be ramifications. You're going to see a much worse economy than you saw in 08 and 09.
Well said.
Keynesianism is really dead as far as I'm concerned.
Are you a fan of socialism also, Richard?
I'm not a fan of socialism, but I am a fan of Keynesianism. Now, this ideal that the American dollar is not going to be the gold standard, I think, is all hype. We've heard this for 20 years.
Empires
Maria.
have lost.
We've heard this for 20 years, but what we do know is when you invest here at home, when you build a bridge, spend $1 billion building a bridge in this country, you create 40,000 jobs, right?
Where is the money going to come from? Hillary Clinton's talking about infrastructure on the front page of the Wall Street Journal today.
Wait a minute, Dagan. The money multiplier tells us that when you invest here at home, right here at home, that money goes right back into the economy.
Yeah, and
because you are empowering the working class to have more discretionary income, which will go directly back to retailers, directly back to small businesses.
And that $1 trillion stimulus package with all those shovel-ready jobs did jack all.
Well, no, what the problem with the stimulus package was that
let me tell you what the flaw is.
Go ahead, Ron Paul. Go ahead.
The flaw in this is that if you put $1 billion in the government to spend, that you've taken it from someplace. You're assuming, well, it wouldn't have been spent otherwise. Well, it very well could have. Then you're introducing the notion of forced and special interests and government bureaucracies, and it's always twice as much. So there's always a cost. You always say, when the government spends, wait a minute.
Spending is the wrong word.
When you talk about the government spending money, you have to ask the question, instead of what? How would the market spend this money? And Keynesianism is force, it's violence, it's planned economy, it's the worst kind of system if you believe in freedom.
Congressman, as you go, because we're wrapping up here, did you see that tweet from the valedictorian about her full ride scholarship, and she's also an illegal alien? She put this tweet out celebrating that she's got a 4.5 GPA, she's got a full ride scholarship. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm an illegal.
Yeah, we live in the age of arrogance and stupidity. She is arrogant, and we're stupid because we finance illegal immigrants and pay free education. I mean, the whole system is turned on its head. We should live in a free society, and we should live under the law, and people should come here honestly, and we shouldn't reward them for it. And we shouldn't believe under belief that when people come here, they steal jobs. No, they steal our money. And they get what they want, but they don't steal jobs like everybody's worried about. But no, I think it's a good example. I'm glad that message is being spread around. The age of arrogance, that's where we live today.
Congressman, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much. Ron Paul joining us this morning.